You see what Pedri do yesterday against now game against Mallorca. He control one ball in one very crazy way, and Bruno Fernandes went to post him on IG. That's his own midfielder. We've seen him with over 5 years. Bruno Fernandes has been in the game at least a decade before Pedri, but he see the boy doings. Nobody who has ever posted Bellingham say he do one kind.
Bruno a disgrace. Bruno a disgrace.
Bruno see doings. He come out cap. He say, "Oh, this small boy."
Why he's here today is because of they have a Clásico. Barcelona.
When they do face like that, this is the biggest club game in the world. Okay. After Champions League final, anything will not be Champions League final. And if that Champions League final, if it's two useless teams like Tottenham, Liverpool in 2018, it still doesn't rival the Clásico. This is the biggest game in club football, and it's not today. It's been the biggest game in club football for decades. Maybe AC Milan, maybe Milan derby that year back in 1980s. That was one of them games. But right now, ever since the advent of Ronaldinho, them, Zidane, them, early 2000s, this is the biggest game in club football. And has got to have a Copa del Rey final between the state-sponsored Real Madrid. We are the club of the people. Okay. This thing be like, say, state-sponsored team. You know, that time of politics that year, the time of Franco. Okay. Pump money behind the club, and that's how they won. About out of their 15 UCLs, about 10 of them fraud, YO, GBT. And they use Winam. And if you look at it, really and truly, state-sponsored team, backing of the government, and a team of the people. Okay. It should be the team of the people that most people relate with and whatnot. But for some reason, anybody will not be Barca fan or this thing, everybody they support Madrid. Man U fans, they will run there. Chelsea fans, they will run there. Okay. Arsenal fans, except now where they don't school them, they will run there. But we stay true to ourselves, yeah. So Clásico
after all this, your GPT, you're talking from now till tomorrow. Okay, now. What happens with the Clásico now? Because now you see that Madrid, they've almost lost everything. What they have right now is just to play this Clásico. If you lose, you know that the Bellingham and Pedri's conversation is dead. Do you know that?
I can win the 20 Clásicos in a row, and I will still never enter a Clásico overconfident. I can enter a bit, excited because it's a Clásico. You just want to watch the game. I'm a Barca fan. I can enter excited. Sometimes I might enter nervous if we are not on form. But I've never entered the Clásico, even when I had Messi. Even when I had Messi on his most blistering form, I was never in the Clásico and just overconfident. So I can't say because now I've won some games. I've won like last two Clásicos. I beat them in the Super Copa final. I beat them in the league and have a 9-1 advantage over them in this season. I can't say because of that I'll enter. Even forget about the fact that
bro, you're making him out too.
I'm not making him. I'm telling you that I can't enter a Clásico confident. I'm always going to still because it's Madrid. See, I have that respect for them, not because of they've won all these Champions League or whatever, but because of the quality of the players they have. They don't call them Galactico FC for nothing. Okay. They have players that can turn up. They have the likes of Mbappe, Vinicius. I don't call Rudiger, I call Mbappe, I call Vinicius. You know what I no call? I no call Bellingham because he knows how to beat the work. All these Bellingham merchants are just to turn him into what is not. The boy is a decent midfielder, quite alright, but he cannot list the boot of Pedri. In terms of pure midfield abilities, yeah, Man U fan, you know now. You people will know the difference between the likes of, you've had midfielders who will be box crashers. You've had them, Bruno Fernandes, you've had them, Messi Mount. Midfielders, when they do midfield, okay, they leave midfield, they do attack. But you've also had the likes of Kane. You've also had the likes of Scholes. So you know what pure midfielders are, and you know what the Fugazi, the fake midfielders are. So even, you see what Pedri do yesterday against now game against Mallorca, he control one ball in one very crazy way, and Bruno Fernandes went to post him on IG. That's his own midfielder. We've seen him with over 5 years. Bruno Fernandes has been in the game at least a decade before Pedri, but he see the boy doings. Nobody who has ever posted Bellingham say he do one kind.
Bruno a disgrace. Bruno a disgrace.
Bruno see doings. He come out cap. He say, "Oh, this small boy, now small boy big entry." And the thing is, forget about agenda, forget about anything. Open your eye, watch ball. Open your eye, watch ball. Forget so fast score start. Forget if you want push agenda or anything. Without bias, just watch the ball. I'm not even going to point any game of you and say watch this or watch that one. Pick any game. Close your eye. In fact, forget this Clásico coming on Saturday on your TV. The match is 8:45 or 9 o'clock. Open Gouda or beer or any of your choice. If now yogurt you drink, open your soy, your Hollandia yogurt. Put that for table. Put granules for plate. Watch that boy. Watch Pedri. If you want to watch Bellingham, just listen. Watch two of them. No matter what the scores is. It's the cup final, so somebody must win. Yes. But regardless of what the scores is, regardless of who takes the cup, just watch that boy and witness magic. Leave all this Bellingham box crashing this thing. Leave him for a striker. If you be striker, be striker. If midfielder, more will strip on down to midfield basics, chance creation, tempo control. Off the ball, this thing. He has the most ball recoveries in La Liga. He broke the record against Celta Vigo 2 weeks ago. 18 ball recoveries. He broke the record where he set for most ball recoveries in the league this season. He break him in the next game against Mallorca, 19 ball recoveries. This is the boy where they create most chances. So he's still making most recoveries. He has most chances created in the league,